with the solfege hand signals, and just a little bit of everything. Just kind of mix it up a little bit, okay? So why don't we all go into our OneNote, go into your OneNote and click on the homework tab. And then when you're in your homework tab, go ahead and click on entry tasks for week of April 27th through May 1st. Is anybody having trouble finding their entry task file, entry task worksheet? We're all good? Okay, cool. So what you'll see here is just 8 questions, and I'm just gonna go through 8 different things we're gonna go through together, and then go ahead and type your responses. The only thing I need from you is to, even if you have no idea what it is, try. Just put in anything, something, anything. I just wanna see where we're at with our minor intervals and our major intervals and our scales, our minor scales as well. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this together. Pull up my sheet. Okay, number 1, go ahead and write down the solfege pitches for a harmonic minor scale. Write down both ascending and descending solfege pitches for a harmonic minor scale. So this is minor. I'll give you a clue. We know we're going to write down do, re, mi, fa, so, so, fa, mi, re, do.
Did you also say that this is going to be recorded in the gradebook? So you did, right? So it doesn't matter. I mean, we're not really grading you on your score, but that you're doing it. So I'm not sure. I've walked.
So this is super easy, 8 points. I don't care if you got all 8 wrong, as long as you put something in all 8 questions, because we want to see how we're doing and to see if.
Where do we rate it?
Is that you, Alden? Yeah. So do you have your OneNote open under the homework tab?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see the entry tasks? What's that?
I can share this screen. Hold on.
Okay.
So go to homework, and then go ahead and go to entry tasks for the week of April 27th and May 1st. Ooh, don't look at these.
We learned our lesson from last period.
Sorry, that was Imogen's. So I'll click on Maya's so you can see. Okay, here we go. There it is.
Okay.
So, you got it, Alden?
Yeah, I see it.
Cool. Don't look at Maya's. Go ahead and get out of Maya's.
Yeah. Here, I'll stop sharing. Quick, there. Okay.
We're still learning. We're still learning the mechanics of all this too.
Yeah.
So again,
Sophia, did you find it, Sophia?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
all right,
cool.
so now I'm going to mute myself.
All right. I'm just making sure I'm not sharing my screen either. Okay, so again, number 1, we go ahead and write down all the solfege pitches, ascending, going up the scale, and descending, going down the scale for a harmonic minor scale. Does anybody need more time on number 1? Good? Okay, let's go ahead and move on to number 2. And again, we're going to go over all the answers at the end, so don't worry. Number 2, what is this interval? So first, I'm going to play a clue. And let me know, we'll just think about it if you hear a major or minor scale first. That was our clue. And then here's our interval. Go ahead and write down the solfege pitches and the interval. So it's O, and then write the interval. Here's the clue again. Is that a major or minor? Here's the interval. number 3. Are we good on number 2? Okay. All right, number 3. Let's go ahead and write down the solfege pitches for a melodic minor scale. So some sort of minor scale. It must be ascending, right? The pitches ascending, and then also write the pitches descending. So again, we know this is a minor scale. We know it's going to be do, re, mi, fa, sol,
What do we have to write again?
Yeah, so we're on number 2. We're on number 3. Write down the solfege pitches for a melodic minor scale. Go ahead and write down the ascending and descending solfege pitches. Going up, going down. Sophia, I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, does anybody need more time on number 3? Again, we're gonna go over these again at the end. All right, number 4, let's shift back to intervals. Okay, I'm gonna play our clue. Think about what type of scale this is. Is it a major or minor scale first? Here's our interval. Here's the scale. So once we can identify the scale that is, we can identify as well. All right, we did clue number 5. Okay, here we go, number 5. Go ahead and write down the solfege pitches. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I didn't skip any, right? Okay, number 5. Write down the.
What was number 4?
Did we not do number 4? No, we just did number 4.
We're moving on to number 5.
Yeah, we just did number 4. This was our interval. That was our interval for number 4. Go ahead. Okay, now we're on number 5. Go ahead and write down the solfege pitches for a natural minor scale. Write down the ascending and descending solfege pitches for a natural minor scale. Does anybody need more time on number 5? Okay. All right, let's move on to number 6. We're back in intervals. I'm going to play a clue. Go ahead and think about what type of scale that is, if it's major, minor, and then go ahead and identify the interval I played. So here's our clue. Is that major or minor? Here's the interval. We are now on number 7. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to go to our hand signals, our solfege hand signals, to see what we can remember here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the hand signals for some sort of minor scale. And based on what you see me do, based on my hand signals, go ahead and type in what type of minor scale I just performed. Okay, so I'm not going to give you any pitches. All you're going to do is look at my hand signals and identify the minor scale. So here it is. Don't put it out. Did you have a question?
It's lagging really badly.
Is it? Oh, the last period was saying that too. Is everybody on mute? And I don't know if it helps if we all have our videos off. I don't know. Let's try that again.
It wasn't lagging for me.
Who is it lagging for? Who said it was lagging?
Monet.
Monet? Oh, bummer.
It was also lagging for me.
Was that you, Trevin? Oh, bummer. Okay, let me do that again. That tends to happen every time I do solfege hand signals. Maybe it's my computer saying they don't like solfege hand signals.
Are we gonna write like what it is, like minor or melodic or?
What type of minor scale is it? So we know it's a minor scale. So I'm gonna do it again. Let me know if I was lagging again. Here it is again.
I couldn't see it until it got to Tay or T. I don't know.
Okay, let me do that again. I don't know why I'm lagging.
No, I think that's Monet's computer then, because it's perfectly fine for me. Yeah, since last time she couldn't hear anything, maybe something happened.
Yeah.
Maybe like join in the other account without I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, well, hopefully, I mean, if anything, since this is being recorded, it might not look like it's lagging once it's posted. So if for whatever reason you're having trouble, if I seem glitchy, then hopefully the recording itself won't be glitchy. So that's okay. We're still going to go over the answers together, but we'll do the best with what we got with our all of our different internet connections. Okay, so hang in there, Monet.
Okay.
Here it is. Here it is again. Okay, number 8. I'm gonna go back to intervals, but I'm gonna stick with my hand signals. So I'm just gonna do 2 solfege hand signals, and you type in what interval you identify that as. Okay, so here's the first pitch. Here's the second pitch. I'll do it again. Here's the first pitch. Here's the second pitch. So go ahead and write down the 2 solfege pitches you saw me demonstrate. And then go ahead and write down what interval that was. I'm going to do it one more time. All right, guys, we made it. Let's go ahead and review what we've got here. Like I said, I don't care if you got a bunch of them wrong as long as you completed it. Because we want to see how we're all doing with our weekly reviews with minor scales and intervals. So number 1, go ahead and write down the solfege pitches for a harmonic minor scale. Can you guys blow up the chat box and type in what you think that was? Or all the solfege pitches for a harmonic minor scale, or you can just blurt it out in the video.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do. Oh wait, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Ti, la, sol, fa, mi, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Yeah, so it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, le, ti, do. So we only raised the 7th pitch, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, le, ti, do. Going back down. Ti, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So ascending and descending, it's going to sound, we're using the same pitches. So remember, we always raise the T in a harmonic minor scale. All right, number 2. What was that interval I played? Oh, I'm sorry. What do you guys got? Well done, Jimin. That was a do, T, major 7. Thank you, Selena. So first of all, was that a major or minor scale that I played?
Major.
That was a major, because we hear the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So that was our first major. And it played more. Do, T, major 7. Good job. Right, that box. Blow up. What you guys got?
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Well done, Maya. Well done. All right, guys. You guys got that too? So we're going do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. We raised the 6th and the 7th pitch, ascending, going up the scale. And then we reverted back to our traditional sounding minor scale. When we went back down, we went back to te, le, fa, sol, mi, re, do. That's okay. Don't be hard on yourselves. This is tough stuff. Cool. All right. Number 4. What was that interval I played? This was our clue. Is this a major or minor scale?
Minor.
Minor. Well done. So now, what is this interval?
Do, le, minor 3rd. I mean minor 7th. I mean
She
minor
got that
6th.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
Minor 6.
Yeah, do, le, minor 6. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, do, re, minor 6. Well done. All right. How about number 5? Write down the solfege pitches for a natural minor scale.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Well done. I love how you're saying it faster and faster, because it's just becoming more and more familiar and just like, no pun intended, natural. I know. So
forget the soul.
every time you say it, what?
I forgot the soul in it, so.
That's okay. It's kind of not only a tongue twister, but like trying to, even if you challenge yourself to do it like really fast with the hand signals. I already just spell like latte dough. So it's a good kind of a brain exercise to do. All right. Number 6. What was that interval I played? First of all, is this a major or minor scale?
Minor.
Minor. So then, what's this interval? Yes. Do, te, minor 7. Well done, guys. All right, number 7. Number 7. Okay, what type of minor scale did I just demonstrate?
Melodic.
Was that you, Maya? Cool. How are you able to identify that as a melodic minor scale?
Because the le and te were major, and on the way down it was a normal minor scale.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
correct.
guessed a random one and I got it right.
Who said that?
Monet.
Monet, you got it right? Is that what you said?
I just guessed a random scale.
You guessed. Okay, well, our goal is to hopefully not guess and be able to just identify by looking at the hand signals. So what I basically did, this is how we can cross-check if that was a melodic minor scale. So what I did, I said, this is do, re, mi, fa, so. What did I do in the 6th pitch? You know, this is la, right? La,
Yeah, but-
la, like a rainbow. La.
But Monet's
And then-
computer had frozen for her, so she couldn't see it. Which is
Hey,
why
that,
she got
yeah. And that's even better. I mean, that's even cooler too. If I was still glitchy and you were still able to identify the minor scale, props to you. Awesome. So I raised the la and the ti, going up, do, and then going back down, I reverted back to te, le, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay? All right. And number 8, still doing my hand signals, except this time I just did an interval. So what were the 2 hand signals I did?
do, mi, me. Or
Yeah, how did we know that was do, me, and not do, mi?
Because it was pointing down.
Yeah, that's correct. Mm-hmm. So then what was that interval? What's the interval called?
Minor third.
Good job. That was a minor third. I did a do, me, minor third. Do, ra. Yeah, I know we didn't go a whole lot over do, ra, but here was do, re, right? Remember that? Do, re. And this would be. Think of this as like the jaws of a shark, like Jaws. So this would be our ra, with the jaw open. And then this would be re, jaw closed. Think do, ra, like Jaws. Okay. Cool. How'd you guys all do? Did you guys get anybody get over 5 correct?
It's a miracle.
It's not a miracle. It's called learning.
On my major interval quiz, I got like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, and look at how far you've gotten too.
I got a 5 out of 10.
You know what though? This is what we're here for, because we're always learning. I'm never getting, I didn't always get perfect scores, and I still get, I still mess up. We all mess up, but that's all part of learning. So you guys have gone a really long way with our progress. So everybody who did this, easy 8 points. Even if you got all 8 wrong, we just would like to track our progress and see how we're doing with our weekly reviews with identifying scales and solfege hand signals and intervals. So yeah, keep up the great work, and I think we can go ahead and bring it over to Ms. Myring. I think we're going to transition over to rhythms.
Yes. All right. So, we are going to. So you have a sight reading quiz this week. We sent out an email on Monday morning about all the stuff that you need to do. So go ahead and check today's work tab if you haven't already for the rest of what you need to do today. But I'm going to show you your sight reading assignments and how to insert audio into OneNote. So I'm going to share my screen, and let's see. As an interval cheat sheet, I'll go up to yours. Where are you? Period 4. Your collaboration space. Here we are. So your sight reading quiz this week, you will be reading from page 16. You can check the list to see what exercise you will be reading from today. Well, whenever you do it, then listen to the audio clips to get your starting pitch. Please post your audio in the homework tab, not here. And I'll show you that in a second. I've also created a page for you. So you don't need to where do I post it? I already have created a page and I'll show you in a second. You'll get 8 points, 4 points for rhythm and 4 points for correct pitch. If you want to speak the rhythms first, just like we do in class, to make sure you get the points for rhythms, then please feel free to do that first. So you can absolutely add that to your recording. Don't feel like you have to do it, like sing it just, right away and not speak your rhythm. And it might actually help you to speak your solfege and rhythm first and then sing it in rhythm. All right, so page 16, here's your assignment. So Maya, your exercise 2, Sophia, your exercise 2, Brody, your exercise 1, and so on and so forth. So there's kind of a level of difficulty with these, and I assigned it according to what I believe you are able to do. So
I'm not good. Bye.
Yeah. So if I feel like you're ready for a challenge, you might have a little bit higher of a difficulty. I mean, I want to be clear. These are really close in difficulty. There's I guess micro levels. I mean, you guys have all sung a page, and some are a little bit more challenging, but to be honest with you, you guys are very skilled and talented. So I didn't feel like these were out of your league. What I want you to do is try. I just want you to try. And, this is only worth 8 points. So in the scheme of many assignments that we'll have, this will be like little bit, itty bitty. And of course, if you want to do it again, you can. And the great news is, I'm going to show you how to record it. You can do this as many times as you like, but we would like you to have these done by Friday at 4. But, if you need 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, then that's fine. So I'm going to go to Maya's OneNote here. So you go in your homework section after you find out, okay, page 16, I'm going to do exercise 2. And then you scroll down to sight reading quiz audio. Here it is. So you're going to put your audio right here underneath the pointing finger. Okay, so here's how you do it. Right here, you go to the top bar here, the menu bar, you're going to click insert. And then you're going to insert record audio. And once you click record audio, it'll immediately start recording. All right, so you can...
You're muted. You're muted.
I am muted. Have you heard anything I've said?
No.
Oh my gosh! But have you followed along? Did you see where I was?
I only didn't hear the last maybe 2 sentences.
Yeah, same.
Oh, weird. That's so weird. Okay, so so we went to insert. We inserted record audio. You're gonna put your audio right underneath this little finger. So once you click record audio, it's gonna record right away. And then when you're done recording, you're gonna hit stop. And if you want to play it back, you can go to this play button and play it back. Let's see if I have audio settings here. I don't even know if you can hear it. But if you double click it, it'll start playing. Or if you play the play button, it'll start playing. Oh, there's what she was talking about. So I'm going to press play. You can't hear it, but I'm going to press play. I'm talking right now. If If you don't like what you hear, you can highlight your box and press delete and start over again. Okay? So, again, you can take as many takes as you need. So let's say, like, I didn't like that take. I'm going to do it again. I hit record. And it's starting to record right now. And I want you to make sure you say your name and the exercise you're doing, too. So, like, say it's Maya. Hi, this is Maya. I'm doing page 16, exercise 2. And then go ahead and sing it. Okay? Any questions on how to do that? Make sure you hit stop, too, when you're done. Any questions?
Wait, where do you find the exercise page?
You go to the collaboration space. And then, by the way, if you're, I already see a lot of you have already been here. So if you haven't, checked off your name, go ahead and do that right now in attendance. So you go to sight reading quiz assignments in your collaboration space. I've already given you a tab. So we'll probably be doing this more frequently now. And then here's your assignments, okay? You can just scroll down. And then your starting pitches, where's page 16? Great question. So if you go to your handout section, you're going to go to Solfege Packet right here, 1 through 20. And you can, scroll down to page, what page am I on now? Here's page 16. If you want to screenshot it, you can do that and do a split screen when you record it in. You can print it out, and some of you have your binders at home too. So whatever way works for you. Your tendency on page 16 is TDO, not too difficult of a tendency skill. So here's exercise 1, 2, and was the other one 7? I can't remember. I think it is 7. So here's 7, and then 1 and 2. So not too terribly difficult, but give it your best shot. Anyone else have a question? So if you want the page, it's in handouts, Solfege Packet 1 through 20. Collaboration space has your assigned exercise and page number. Your starting pitches right here, and then you're going to record into your homework section right here. Okay? All right. And if you're like still confused, or if you want, if you need more clarification, then ask right now. Anyone have a question about it?
And that's sight reading.
You know what? I have to tell you've heard my story. I failed my first quarter of sight reading and ear training in college. And what it took for me was practice every day. So if you, Miss Wong has done interval practice every day, and I have done sight reading practice weekly. So to get better at sight reading, you have to sight read, right? It'd be like I'm a bad runner. Well, if I wanted to get better at running, and I wasn't ever a good runner, and then I got on the track team, I did like sprints, and then I did long distance training, and the sprints like helped my heart like even out when I'm running long distance, so I wasn't so gassed. But like, if I don't do it every day, I'm not going to get better, right? So I would just suggest like, hey, I post sight reading, just do the sight reading weekly with me, and then do interval training, and you'll get better. You just have to do it all the time. And it took me months. So I hear you. All right, now we're going to go back to the homework tab, and we're going to do our 16th note review, because I'm going to give you time to do this right now. This is going to be completed during class time. And I know that we have already gone over this, but I wanted to review before we got on to more challenging rhythms. So, 16th notes, right? It's basically a quarter note broken into 4 parts, right? So we've got 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, okay, I know we've done that. On this sheet right here, we have the 16th notes split into 4 like this, right? 1E and a 2E and a, and then at the bottom of the page, starting at measure 13, we have this configuration, 2 16th notes and an 8th note. So it would be 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and the is kind of going to be silent because now this is an 8th note, right? So, and I have that like written in for you here. Make sure that you know that the 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and is 2 16th notes first, followed by an 8th note. Now it could be reversed too. We're not doing it today, but that's coming, right? And this would be 1 and a 2 and a. All right, so, oh my goodness, Justice, I'm still in class teaching. Thank you. All right, so here's what, what happened? Can you still see this? Yes, you can. Whoa. All right, so what I want you to do now, Justice, I need my phone right now, is finish the worksheet. Is there any questions on the worksheet?
What about after you watch? How can I do the
Questions?
worksheet? You're on mine. Can I still do it?
Oh, you can just do it now. I'm not typing on yours. I'll get off it in a second. Is there any questions on rhythms? Like, do you want me to like do the second measure maybe together? So Maya, since you're on the screen, can you just shout out the second measure? So what would this be?
1,
and then what's here?
2.
Do what? E, and then what? And then what? Now what's next?
3,
Yep.
E,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
4,
No. 3 and
and 4.
right. Okay, so there you go. I feel like we've already done this. Not I feel like we've already done this. So this is just review. I'm gonna put on some music. Feel free to stay on until about 10:55. If you have a question, then you surely can ask it. I won't be muted. And I'm gonna unshare my screen so Maya can do her work without seeing her screen. And then I'm gonna shut off my video and then go tell my kids to be quiet.